What is up? My name is Dalton Schaefer, and I'm a worship pastor at my local church. This is my channel, Spirit Truth, where I help you lead your church and lead your team in biblically formed worship in spirit and truth. That's where I got the name from, and that's what I'm all about. It's the kind of worship that the Father's seeking, and we get to lead people in that kind of worship every single week that we gather with our churches. Not just in our songs, but in the way that we lead our church theologically, in the way that we lead our church in discipleship, and all of the other avenues that come with following Jesus and being on mission with him. And part of that is just the simple aspect of planning services and scheduling volunteers. And today, I just wanted to talk about a simple tip that can help you with scheduling volunteers if you use Planning Center. So let's go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to go ahead and get my screen pulled up here so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. When I pull up Planning Center, you see our church name here, Fellowship Bible Church. We are a multi-site church, so we have multiple campuses, but we're all one church together. So we go to My Campus, which is Cabot Campus. And then under that, you can see here, this is our main Cabot Planning Center. And then this is for all of our student and kids and any special events we do. But we'll go over here to the main campus services, where I've got several months worth of services pulled up. You can see that all right here. We're in the middle of January. And what I want to do is schedule about a month's worth of volunteer schedules. And so the trick that I want to show you involves this tool right here, the Matrix. So you're just going to click on Matrix in my computer. We'll get that pulled up in a second. All right. So once that pulls up, you want to drop down the band and vocal, or whatever you have it labeled. These are our different teams. So the main thing we're going to schedule is my band and vocal volunteers, as well as my production volunteers. And so then once you get all these names pulled up, you come over here, load a plan, and go ahead and pull up however many services you want to schedule. So I'm just going to pull up all of these, and we'll go and get... All right. So as you can see, we have a bunch of unscheduled services, and it's my goal to schedule these really quick. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the previous services. This goes back as far as we have. You have all my volunteer names. And what we're going to do is we're going to begin to schedule people. And so all you have to do if you use the Matrix tab is actually drag and drop names. This is why I love using this feature. And so we usually do like a rotation every other week. We'll have people serve. I might start with some of our band roles that I know are pretty consistently up every other week. So you see these volunteers on bass. So I usually do something like this. I will just drag and drop, and I'll go a couple weeks in a row and just do that. And then I'll take the other name and I'll do the same. So pretty simple way of scheduling. And so as I'm dropping these in, there's a couple things I'm thinking through and checking, but for the most part, I'm just plugging people in about every other week. And so however you schedule your ministry, do this accordingly. You might have a different method of scheduling people, and that's great. But this is pretty much what we do. So I just go in about every other week. So now I've scheduled about 4 weeks worth of volunteers. You can see that all right here. Some of these roles, we have a general and director. We don't actually use those roles every week, and so we don't need to put anybody in those roles, but just scheduled all of these out, and it only took me a few minutes. And now this is key. When you're done with that, you're going to want to go up to the corner where it says email these people, and you can actually send a mass email out to all of them at the same time. And now everything's selected. 21 volunteers scheduled over 4 weeks. You can see it pulls up here and sends them the Planning Center scheduling email. And you just send it super quick. And now everybody on my team, you'll see these will start to go out. But now everybody on my team has been scheduled for the remainder of the month. And and it was super fast. It was super easy. It only took a few minutes. The Matrix tool has been incredibly helpful and time saving in my own planning, especially with the way that we do planning, where we schedule our volunteers a month at a time, pretty early. So like I just schedule all of February. It's still the middle of January when I'm doing this. And so I have found this to be incredibly helpful, and I hope that it helps you too. Being a worship leader is a lot more than just leading music. It's leading people and scheduling, and a lot of times handling the tech and creative aspects at your church. And anywhere we can save a little bit of time like this in scheduling our volunteers frees you up for the work of ministry that the Lord has called you to. So I hope that this video was helpful. And if it was, would you like this video? Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications about future videos I release. Drop a comment below and let me know what kind of topic you want me to cover in a future video that would be helpful for your ministry. And as always, let's continue to lead our churches and lead our teams in biblically formed worship in spirit and truth. I'll see you in the next video.